born in Greece.
I know, I was told. And he comes from Lusaki, like from a village down in Lusaki.
14, yeah.
14, and he left Greece when he was like 12 or 15.
No, 9 and a half. And I'll tell you in a second, but before we start, let me just thank all of you for taking the time to be here today. I want to thank Taki for putting this whole thing together. I want to thank the Hellenic American University and the Hellenic American Union with the best president ever, my brother Chris. And Chris, can you do us a favor? Can you just come up and just say hello to everybody here? And I want to thank you very much, you and the union and everybody for being so generous having us here today. So here's my brother.
He's my oldest brother, by the way.
And, let me just give you a brief background. We were born in Porti, next to Muzaki. He left when he was 14 years old, and I left when I was 9 and a half for America. Never with any intentions of playing basketball, because basketball was non-existent back then, here in Greece. In 1960 when I left. I grew up playing soccer, went to the States, and my brother and all my other siblings were old enough to work. I was the youngest, and the only thing I would do during the day was, my best friend was the basketball. So morning, noon, and night I fell in love with that ball, and here we are today, how many years later, being here talking to you guys, and because of that, that game has brought me not only to Greece, but all over the world. We took the team to China. I've done clinics in England. I've been to Canada, some other countries. And it's always great for me to come back to where it all started. And like I said, our family was poor. We didn't have a lot of money. And like I said, my brother and everybody was working. And thank God for them, supported me, playing when I was in high school, playing when I was in college, and later on, being a basketball coach, you always need your family behind you, and certainly they've been at the forefront of this. Like I said, I've always felt a special place for Greece and Greece's basketball. I started coming over here in 1985, 86, and during the years with Nick Galis and Taki Karazoulidis and so forth, and we did some camps together along with Lucky Chavez and Taki. I was fortunate enough to come back and work at their camps and be involved in Greek basketball, and I saw it from its infant stages grow to the point where it's one of the best, in Europe. And to see some of the NBA players now coming from Greece, it's a special feeling. And again, thank you very much. And any coaches, any questions that you have. And the other thing is, one of our players, and it's always been something special for me to always come to Greece and recruit players and give them the opportunity that I had, when I came to America, and hopefully they can do something with those opportunities like a lot of them have. As a matter of fact, one of the former players, Karapostolo, is still playing. I think he just finished his 12th or 13th season playing for Cavallo. So I don't know if any questions.
I got one. Do you consider yourself Greek or American?
I consider myself Greek American. Proud of both. Like I said, I'm so proud that I was born what I consider the cradle of democracy. I tell everybody, everything that we enjoy in America right now, all the freedoms and so forth started, right here in this town. And I'm proud to be both. I love it when I come back, once or twice a year, and hopefully, like I said, by the time all this is, I can give something back, not only to basketball, but maybe there might be a kid that when we go back up to the village that we can touch, and hopefully, like I said, they can enjoy the same experiences that I've had over the years. Everybody understands, so hockey doesn't have a
Στην ομάδα έχετε καιρούς in his years in this team, like when you were there for like 30 years or something?
30 years.
Yeah, 30 years. And he has recruited a lot of big guys. Among them is also Costas Madabanos, who is also still in the university, and he's senior. Θα με έχετε καμία ερώτηση και μετά να προχωρήσουμε στο post.
Basketball in America right now is what I consider the best basketball in the world. But I think the Europeans are playing the game the right way. We have a lot more talent than the European players, but I also always enjoy coming over in the summers and learning from Greek culture, Yugoslavian, different. I remember, when it first started, I used to love to come to Greece and watch some of the Greek coaches, some of the Yugoslavians teach the game the way I was taught when I first started. In America right now, the game has changed to the point where it's all dribble, dunk. And I really enjoy the way the Europeans play, where everybody's passing, moving, dribble penetration, and kick out. We discussed this a lot over with some of the younger coaches, because in America right now, most of the kids are playing the game and not working at the game. There's a difference, playing and working. Fundamentally, we are not as sound as the European players, but there's just so much talent. When somebody, and I tell these guys all the time, when they throw a pass to Costa, and it's not a good pass when they try to lob it, the chances of him, catching and dunking, it's got to be a perfect pass. But when you throw it up to Kobe Bryant, it doesn't matter if it hits the roof, he's going to go up and get it and dunk it. So fundamentally, we have lost a lot of what we used to do 40 or 50 years ago. But there's just so much talent that they make up for it, the way they jump, the way they run. And, the talent level is incredible. You look at a LeBron James, he's 6'9". In 1960, Bill Russell was 6'9", playing center. This guy's playing point guard. So that's the way the game has evolved. And a lot of times it's not for the better.
Basketball in India for the big guys, short guys.
Right now, it's for the short guys. And again, I'm a big believer you win with guards. It used to be back when hockey played throughout, when you had a center, you had a good team. You throw the ball in. Now, I'm talking about if you have Shaquille O'Neal, all bets are off. That's a whole different. But right now, to win, you need 5 guys that can handle the ball. You need 4 out, 1 in, and that person did. And I'll tell you who changed the game, I think, in Europe was Sabonis. And I consider one of the best big men that ever played, along with Bill Walton back in the 80s, because he was the first center that could get the ball and make all of us into better players. Shaq could not make me a better player. He could make the team better. Michael Jordan could make the team player, but he couldn't take 4 of us here and make us any better. We'd watch him play. And this is the beauty, of Kukoc, Sabonis, Divac. Those guys were big men that had guard skills. And right now, when you saw Golden State play, they won it because of guards. Last year, San Antonio won it when Popovich decided to put Diaw into the lineup, and he went small instead of playing, with Splitter and all the other bigs. So the game has changed. You have to go out and guard all 5 people. You have to go, and play guys, that can make, other people better with, by passing the ball, dribble, penetrating, and kicking. So to answer your question, I would rather have great guards than one quality big. What's the last time anybody in the NBA 7-footer averaged 20 points a game? Can't think of it. It was Shaq. All your other 7-footers, Dirk Nowitzki was a 3. Garnett was, a stretch forward. All those 7-footers. The last 7-footer to average 20 points a game was Shaquille O'Neal. Those guys don't come around once every 50 years. So, and to be quite honest with you, I've always liked the bigger lane like you guys have here in Europe, because you allow your bigs to become better ball handlers and better passers.
When do you think that easy to produce good ball guys? For example, in the last drafts, all the first picks were Europeans, or Miami, Yao Ming. Even Darko Milicic was higher than Wade or
It's because our youth right now are playing AAU basketball in the summers, and they're not working to become better skilled at it, the fundamentals. They just go out and play. The AAU program, the summer program that we have in America right now, is rooting more talented kids that help it, because they go out and play. Like, for example, let's say this Saturday, you're playing for me in a summer. They play 4 games. There's never any practice. So they lose at 9 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't matter. They have another game at 1 o'clock. They lose that. It doesn't matter. They play again at 4. So it's their playing. They don't spend enough time working on their individual skills. So what happens is there's so many talented kids, the good ones, develop because they're so good. It doesn't matter if LeBron James does everything fundamentally right. He's just too good, too talented. So to complement the LeBron Jameses and Kobe Bryants, you need skilled people like the Europeans to do, the consistent shooting, the passing, to be the glue, to help, some of these programs that we have. See, the kid from Greece, who I think needs to develop European skills, is the kid from Milwaukee. He plays more like an American than he does a European. So he needs to develop some fundamental skills defensively and offensively. But he's so talented, it doesn't matter. He gets away with it because, you know what I mean? You can throw the pass and it's about to go out of bounds and he's going to get it with one hand and dunk it. So that's the type of talent that we have, but we got to get the game back to what it used to be, where you teach it, the kids to become skilled.
I guess you're against the one and done rule.
Yes and no. I'm against it. I'm against it because the kids don't have a chance to develop with a college coach like myself, and I don't want to be selfish, thinking that just because they come to me. But the problem is, unless you change the rules, and it's not fair, okay? It's not fair for, let's say, a minority kid or even a poor white kid from an inner city, for someone like me to say, you cannot go out and make 2 or 3 million next year because I think you're going to be better by staying in Southern New Hampshire or Kentucky for 4 years. Who am I to say that to a kid? If Xerox or some computer company came to my son or my daughter and, after 1 year of college and said, listen, we're going to give your son and daughter $2 million to work for my company, what am I going to say? No, I want them to stay 3 more years. They're going to be, a better student. It's ludicrous. So in a way, I am for it from a selfish point of view. But on the other hand, how can we tell, like I said, somebody that's going to make $30 million to stay 3 more years? So that's where we're at in the States right now. Do we pass those rules to tell a kid, you got to stay 4 years? On the other hand, I have a lot of friends in the NBA. They tell me, listen, when we get them here, they might not be ready, but we have all the training, all the coaches, all the facilities, all the best doctors, all the best nutrition that make this kid in 2 years way better than they would be by staying, at the college level. And that I agree. They see a kid 19, 20 years old, they go, well, he should have stayed in college, he's not ready. No kidding. He's playing against 28, 29-year-old guys. So let the kid from Greece, if he came to America and stayed for 4 years, he wasn't going to be any better 4 years from now. Let him go and play against the best in the world every day with the best coaches, trainers, nutrition, food, But as a college coach, we're all selfish because we want these kids to stay and it becomes a better game. Now, just think if that Kentucky team this year, those guys stay 4 years. That would be the greatest team in the history of NCAA. But it's not like it used to be in the 80s or 90s. These kids have so many opportunities and the money is so big right now. Why would you stay? Why take a chance of getting hurt? Let me ask all of you people, if somebody came to you right now and offered you a job working for the New York Times for $5 billion a year, would you? Okay? Yeah. Think about it. If somebody says, you come to America, I'm going to give you $5 million a year. Do you want to stay with your newspaper or your radio station? That's exactly what is happening with these guys. They come from the worst poverty levels, worst neighborhoods, and this is their first time, and we're telling them, oh, you got to stay 4 years to become better.